Are there any other important documents on UFOs of military origin? Yes. For example, we have a photograph of this unidentified flying object called 𝘧𝘰𝘭𝘭𝘰𝘸𝑪. Is it this one? That's right. That's it. An identified flying object. This photo is a frame taken from a 4-second video posted on Twitter by 𝘧𝘰𝘭𝘭𝘰𝘸𝑪, a well-known ufologist, investigator, and filmmaker. It was posted in January 2023, but if I'm not mistaken, it is a photo from April 2016. This document is very important because it shows an unidentified flying object. First of all, it is an official photograph. Then it was also analyzed at the Virginia base, which shows an unidentified object flying over the city of Mosul, which is in Iraq, which was a war scenario at the time. This again confirms the inexplicable morphology of these objects, as they are spherical and yet manage to fly, especially in absurd, incomprehensible flight maneuvers. An identified foreign flying object flying over a city in a warlike environment leads us to formulate some important questions. Firstly, why do these objects manage to fly over these warlike scenarios with impunity? My opinion is that they are demonstrating that they have the technology to evade any attack by the armies present. It must also be said that these objects have repeatedly demonstrated that they can even disarm nuclear weapons. So we are talking about truly superior technology, and it is precisely this that frightens the American government. Exactly. I want to ask you one more thing, Sante, then I will ask it so that I can satisfy the audience and the architect before going on to other questions. Sante Pagano, apart from this document that we have seen and that was published by 𝘧𝘰𝘭𝘭𝘰𝑸𝑪, do we have any other material published by the Pentagon? Or, yes, there are many others. I would link to another film, also filmed in the Middle East, released on 19 April 2023, but dated 12 July 2012. No, 2022. Yes, 22, sorry. This footage, is it possible to show it as we speak? Yes, let's show it. This film is official. It has been released by the 𝘧𝘰𝘭𝘭𝘰𝘸𝑪. 𝘧𝘰𝘭𝑪 stands for All Domain Anomaly Resolution Office. The domains are air, earth, space, and water. Here we see the object being filmed by a camera. It seems to me to be an airplane, perhaps an automatic camera, which, as soon as it sees the object passing by, tries to film it with difficulty because the object also performs some rather peculiar maneuvers, changing course, sometimes accelerating and decelerating. Again, we have to ask ourselves how these objects do it. Here we are talking about a US military base in the Middle East, maybe Iraq or Syria, we don't know. Again, how do these spherical objects fly? Given that they have no avionics, no wings, no means of propulsion, and mostly, importantly, how do they fly over military or active warfare scenarios? What technology do they possess? And another very important thing, this video was released at a very important moment, an official moment. I'm talking about the hearing, the second American government hearing on UFOs, where 𝘱𝘢𝘭𝘭𝘰𝘸𝘪, the director of the 𝘱𝘢𝘭𝘭𝘮, releases 3 videos. This video is the most interesting in our opinion. I will also like to make a reflection on 𝘱𝘱𝘭𝘭𝘰𝘸𝘪, who is first of all, a very remarkable character because he is the head of the 𝘱𝘢𝘭. The 𝘱𝘢𝘭 is a very important office. It has very interesting powers. We'll talk about that later, and it was set up recently. But this character, a few months earlier, together with 𝘱𝘬𝘍𝘍𝘬, a very well-known scientist, and with the cooperation of the US military, had produced a report which literally said that there is a high probability that there are extraterrestrial motherships in our solar system, which can be released for the purpose of monitoring, surveilling and exploring the planets of the solar system, just like we do with NASA. So, there you have it. On the one hand, he talks about the existence of extraterrestrial motherships. Then he posts these videos. I think the correlation, without speculating too much, is pretty automatic.